Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, Zing RX, and today we are going to be getting into this 5x5 lace closure melt, okay? So if you're interested in this video, stay tuned. So as you guys can see, I have 3 lines that have like a doubled edge line or whatnot. So the second lines are kind of off, and I had basically traced my lines without my mannequin head being at eye level. So that's what happens when you're not at eye level measuring your mannequin head, guys, okay? And I'm just using some hair that I picked up from a random vendor. So we'll see how that goes, and the sewing process starts now by doubling my tracks. It always gets a little tricky for me, especially when you're at the very end and at the top of the cap, trying to steadily turn and make sure you're placing the tracks on the lines that you drew. It can be a little tricky, but you just gotta take your time and don't rush. I just, as you can see, keep turning and twisting the cap so that I get a really clean finish at the top where my closure is supposed to be, because I don't want it to be lumpy. That's the very last place you should have a lumpy wig, okay? It's the very top. Here, you guys already know the drill. We're using a bleach and 30 volume developer mix. The bleach that I'm using is Blonde Me, and it is a really high level lifting bleach powder, and it already comes in like a blue color, which helps tone down the brassiness of any bleaching process. And using 30 volume developer with this, it just kind of is like a foolproof way. I used to use 40 volume, and that was just too harsh. So we don't want our knots looking like Sunny Delight, hun. We want that to look like, you know, nice and caramel brown. We don't need it to be super orange, you know. Like a caramel brown to like a light blonde color is really the goal that we're trying for here. you all, I literally start from the back. First, I do the second line, like a second part, then the first part, and then the very top of the frontal or the closure last. I always do that, and it always renders me the best results in my opinion, because you don't end up over plucking. It is a known habit for me to over pluck if I start from the very front of the hairline, and I don't want to do that. So when I do it like this, I can see and control the thinness of my hairline when I do it like this. Because y'all, we don't want to be looking bald head already with a new frontal or a new closure we done spent our money on. We don't want to do that, okay? We done spent too much money on these frontals and these closures, baby. We don't got time to be messing them up and looking like bald Sally Sue, okay? favorite part, which is doing our baby hairs on our wigs. This time I have cut them a little bit too long, guys. I am definitely trying to follow the trend of the longer baby hairs and then curling them and everything. I'm just used to having like about a 1 inch length of baby hair. The baby hairs I've been seeing have been quite just a little bit longer than that. So I'm trying to get into the trend of that. Y'all just bear with me. I am learning, but you know, I'm still gonna slay anytime, any day, okay? a little bit of my Nairobi, which pretty much gives like a nice mold for like pictures for your baby hairs when you're having it on the mannequin, or just to have it be molded before you put it on. It's just a pretty much like a better way to kind of have the baby hairs kind of stick and stay and last longer, in my opinion, of course. But it's a really good mixture to use for your baby hairs before putting on your wigs, because it kind of helps mold it and kind of helps you, if you're not really that great with baby hairs on yourself, to do it beforehand. So guys, don't be mad at me. I definitely did wand curl this wig off camera. Something happened with my iPhone. I thought I was recording, but it came out really, really cute. Y'all know I love my serrated edge scissors, hun. That's what we're gonna use to cut off that lace. Then I'm gonna go in with my foundation by Ruby Kisses and RDF 12, using my Beauty Supply Kabuki brush, and we're gonna use that darker color. Very rarely do I use the lighter shade. We're just going to put that on the part and the front of the closure, and we're gonna slap that baby right on, honey. We're gonna slap it right on, okay? Yes. It's giving glued without no glue, okay? We are going in with our Ebin Wonderlace Bond Adhesive Spray with the Extreme Firm Hold Level and Supreme, okay? It is fast drying and it definitely holds really, really well. You put on about a good 3-4 layers, you definitely gonna have a decent hold. I normally do about a good 2 layers of this, and it never flakes on me. This is the best adhesive spray I've ever used, I swear to God. And if my curls don't look as tight as they were before, that's because I literally put this wig on 2 days after the fact, y'all. I had to work and my curls fell a little bit, but she's still slaying though. love using my Nairobi foam on my baby hairs instead of like another added glob of gel, only because I don't want my baby hairs to be super hard. And of course I had to form them again while it's on my head. I didn't like the straight baby hair look that it was given. You gotta have them swooped to duped. The last steps that I love to use, if the style calls for it, of course, is spraying a little bit of holding spray in the front so that I can kind of have like that little lift in the front. You'll see what I'm talking about when I'm finished. But I need to have that little lift, honey. I need a lift up that little bump. And you guys, this is the end of this style. This 5x5 lace closure meltdown, honey, is everything. If you guys love what you see, please like, comment, and subscribe. Truly appreciate that, guys, and I will see you guys in the next video.